bring on the Seattle Mariners in the American League Division Series. The Seattle Mariners will end a long postseason drought. Seattle Mariners last made it in 2000, 2001. 1995, they faced the Yankees 3 times during the dynasty. The Yankees facing off against the Mariners is going to be a foreshadowment of the next dynasty that is about to happen for the New York Yankees. So that is 21 years. The Seattle Mariners are in the playoffs, and the Yankees' first opponent is going to be Seattle before winning a title. Because title is Gematria 21. It is Seattle. That is Gematria of the last World Series title against Philly. Philly and Seattle both have Gematria of 82. Let's look at how Luis Castillo went to the Mariners in the first place. From the Cincinnati Reds. Seattle's Gematria of 19. Reds is Gematria of 19. The Yankees lost twice to ace pitcher Luis Castillo of the Seattle Mariners. Luis Castillo defeated the Yankees 7-6 as a member of the Cincinnati Reds. He goes back to Yankee Stadium. He beats the Yankees again in scripted fashion. A day after the death of Vin Scully, Gerritt became 9-4. Vin Scully was dead at 94 years of age. More to come on Vin Scully very shortly. Tomorrow or the next day. But the third time is the charm. The Yankees win the World Series 13 years later. The Yankees win 1 out of 3 times against Luis Castillo. One time he beats him with the Reds. One time he beats him with the Mariners. He loses in the playoffs against the Yankees when he goes up against the Yankees again. The Mariners' 57th win occurred against the Yankees today with the star pitcher. World Series is Gematria 57. It is Bronx Bombers. That's Gematria 57. Now, Luis Castillo, the game was rigged. I'm going to show you how the game was rigged here in a second. The Mariners scored 6 quick runs in the first inning. It was 6-0 Seattle. Either the batters knew where the pitch was going to be at before it was thrown, or pitches were tipped. That Gerritt was showing them what the pitches were going to be. That's how they made it look so easy. It was 6-0 after the first inning. It was 6-1 after the second inning. 6-1 in Luis Castillo's Mariner debut. Luis is Gematria 61. The Seattle Mariners were winning 6-1. The Yankees were losing 1-6. The game is scripted. On the stinker. No, well, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. It don't mean anything. It was a scripted game. Oh, Luis, the Yankees can't beat Luis Castillo. The Yankees can't beat Luis Castillo. The Yankees, they can't beat the Mariners. They can't beat the Mariners. And they can't beat the Mariners. Notice how the Mariners bit these. Well, the series is over. That was the rubber match. That was the rubber match in that series between the Yankees and the Mariners. It's worth a look to see what the total runs will be when the Yankees return to Seattle in about a week or so. 13, 7-6, 13 right there after the 2 games. 16 runs in total for the Yankees in that series after today against Luis Castillo. Luis is Gematria 16. 16 runs in the series in total for the Yankees. The Yankees allowed 2 runs, then the Yankees allowed 8 runs. From 2 the prior day to 8. 28. 28th championship. You see that? Numbers say everything. They say everything about the coming rematch, 3-match against Juan Castillo. The Mariners will win their 16th postseason game in the wild card round. Luis is Gematria of 16. When the Mariners face off in the division series against the Yankees with 19 losses, ending their playoff drought, 20 years without making the postseason before facing off against Aaron Judge, the party is over. Aaron is to match at 22. The Mariners will get eliminated in the division series by the Yankees. Their 22nd loss is happening against Aaron Judge. I'm going to go with the Yankees in 4 games. The Yankees will win. The Mariners lose their 22nd playoff game as a franchise against the Yankees, against Aaron Judge. That's 34. That's 35. I'm going to go with 39 games for Seattle. The series is over. New York is to march at 39. The series will be over at that time. The revenge is happening against Luis Castillo. He will not do anything against the Yankees in the playoffs. We'll see if there's a third matchup or a fourth matchup, but keep an eye out if Luis Castillo is on the mound against the Yankees sometime in a couple weeks or so, because when you go to the schedule, when you go to the schedule, it's coming up. It's coming up very shortly. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Castillo's on the mound again against Gerritt. It'd be interesting to see if the Yankees lose 3 times against Castillo and the Yankees go 1-3 against Castillo. I mean, it's really scripted if it does happen that way. So keep an eye out for that. Or the Yankees hammer him again at home, or as a home game. It's Castillo is too much for the Yankees. It's too much for the Yankees. But then, when you see Castillo, when you see the fact that he came over from the Reds, 3 wins in 4 games against the Yankees this year. 4 games, only 3 wins against the champion New York Yankees. The winning Yankees. The Yankees. And they beat him in the playoffs. It's Castillo, that's Jamacha 28. Crown is Jamacha 28. Notice the 28th championship. Notice the 7-3 scoreline today. It's coming. They're going to beat Castillo. There's a strong narrative. There's a flashback to the dynasty years between the Seattle Mariners and the New York Yankees. They'll lose their 13th game and then their 14th game against the New York Yankees. The Dodgers are at 14 World Series losses entering the World Series. They only win 7 games against the Yankees, in my view.